How's it going, Rome? Welcome to Footy
Uh,
Brews.
it's going well. Welcome back to Footy Brews. Again, more news. We've been spoiled this week with news from everything. Mourinho sacked. Oh my gosh. Can you believe it?
I mean, I can and I can't believe it at the same time. It's crazy to me, and I think there's a lot of behind the scenes that we don't know what's going on. But no,
For
that's
sure.
big news for sure for Spurs fans, for Portuguese fans,
Yeah.
for a lot of
And right
clubs.
off the bat, just to start it off, Mourinho getting sacked days before a cup final.
Yeah,
So that's definitely going to affect the players. That's definitely going to affect, the club going into this finals. What was going on behind the scenes, you think?
I think there's a lot of hidden things with the CEO Dan Levy from Spurs, and I think Mourinho and him going head to head with different viewpoints of what's going on with the club and what they think is the best. I think overall, maybe the Super League kind of had to play, but who really knows? But I think inherently Mourinho lost the dressing room, and
As Mourinho does,
Mourinho does.
especially in recent years.
So definitely one of the big takeaways is that when Mourinho got sacked, only really one player came out to say thank you, boss, and that was Harry Kane. But otherwise, usually there's a huge amount of support for players that kind of support their boss. And in this case, there wasn't that many, just Harry Kane. That's a big
And
one
you
for
could
me.
tell Harry Kane just doing it, as a professional. He doesn't. I don't think he does it out of really what he thinks. I think the goodbye Harry Kane gave to Pochettino after the years of work they've done together. You could tell there's so much more emotion in that goodbye. And then this one, it just seemed like a short, just professional goodbye, just because he's a professional, and he's probably ready to move on to a new team, realistically speaking, after the season Spurs has had. And especially if they can't even win this cup, I mean, this would be his first Spurs trophy. And if they can't win this, then they're not winning anything. So he needs to leave. So yeah, no, and it's gonna be tough, right? Against City, a City that's looking strong, even though they lost to Chelsea this weekend in the semis of the FA. City, the Carabao is known to be City's trophy, so they're definitely gonna try to win this one. I think Spurs, without a proper coach right now, they don't really have a structure. So I think you know just for the game itself, I think is going to be um like, it's awful timing for a Spurs fan, if you're a Spurs fan, to sack your manager right now. Like, why not wait 3 more days, 4 more days for the finals, and then you can sack him.
And that's exact reason why, as I think there's some things that we're not understanding what's going on. I think you're right. Any normal human being that knows soccer understands that even if your team's playing bad, you don't sack that close to a huge final that can give you your potential for silverware. Even if Mourinho's not having the best season during the year, and you know what, he still has built a kind of character and a style to what he believes is the best for that team. That they have gone out and played week in, week out the same style that he kind of portrays as his philosophy. And now you're bringing in a 29-year-old backup coach to come in, take your teams that some of the players are older than. I'm not saying age is a huge thing, but where's the experience?
Yeah,
Where's the experience of this coach? Why do you give him this spotlight? Unless in my mind that Dan Levy, the CEO, is so bent up already for this European League that he really doesn't give any crap about this trophy, because he is, in his mind, maybe is, I got the European Super League. I'm already in it. I don't have to qualify it. Our CEO has the money. We have the money backing for the founders. So I think there's some bigger things at play that we don't know. But I don't think there's also a reasoning why people didn't think he got sacked, because in our honest opinion, Mourinho's not the same coach as we used to know. And if you're a
yeah.
Spurs fan, what would you think, Lemay?
Well, I would hate to be a Spurs fan right now, because for the last year, it just seems like they've been going, down and down and down. We mentioned it earlier in some earlier videos that they were in the Champions League finals only 2 years ago,
Yeah.
or 3 years ago now. No, 2 years ago. And now look at them. They're struggling to make a Champions League spot. They're knocked out of the Europa League. And they just sacked their manager a few days before finals. So if I was a Spurs fan, I'd be hating life right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, tough times. I think behind the scenes, the Super Cup has definitely come big into play. I mean, Mourinho has very vocally said he's against it, and some people believe that that's the reason why he got sacked. I think that's a load of bull, because if you really see how badly he's been performing for the team, um, maybe it's a premature sack, maybe it contributed for it, but he definitely, I don't think he deserves to run a club that's as big as Spurs right now. Spurs has excellent players. They have a squad that should definitely be in the top four of the Prem right now. So yeah, it's goodbye to Mourinho. And you know, with everything going on in the world, who's gonna be the next proper coach of Spurs, you think?
I really don't know. There's a lot of talks of Julian Nagelsmann from Leipzig. He is a big contender, and honestly, there hasn't been much talks because it's pretty new. But I think I'm Allegri maybe. I'm just looking at trying to think of the top coaches
Would
that are.
be a good fit, right?
Yeah, and you know what? I really can't say because I don't know what Spurs' board is thinking with now with the Super League. Do they try to bring in a specific type of coach for these big games? We don't know where. I really can't tell what's going to happen because of the Super League coming with the sacking of Mourinho and Spurs being in the Super League and with this cup. It's so much coming into play for that club.
So much going on. That's
So
right. And the future is so uncertain. So yeah, we can only wait and see. But it's going to be an interesting final. So at least stay tuned for that. We'll talk a bit more about that in a different video. But for now, you know, Mourinho out.
Mourinho out, and is this Mourinho out forever? Who knows, right? Is this?
Do you think he's coming back to the Prem? I think he might manage again, but I don't think he's coming back into a top team.
I really think this is the end of his legacy for Prems, and as an elite coach, I think he's no longer considered because he brought no silverware. And if you guys have watched the documentary of Spurs, you know what? You kind of think he's a great coach because you see the behind the scenes how he talks as a coach. But he has described what I've read about recent Sky Sports is that he states it's the attitude, it's some of the players. So of course, a coach that's getting sacked is going to blame the players, not himself. And I think that he will not coach in the Prem ever again. And I think if he really wants to make a name for himself, he's going to have to find a medium team like a Leicester or an Everton or something like that. And
even less, yeah, and try to pull a Carlo Ancelotti and make something magical happen, right? Because
exactly,
yeah, it's gonna be tough. Maybe go to the national teams. Maybe if he coaches Portugal, that'd be interesting.
we don't want him. We don't want him.
Yeah. Oh no, not
him.
right now. Not with your golden generation, eh?
We don't want Mourinho. We like attacking soccer, not defending soccer.
Hey, that's what I like to hear. All right, well, Mourinho out for now, Footy Brews out for now, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Catch you later. Footy Brews out.
Cheers.